Miranda from PDD, and today I would like to give you a very quick walkthrough about PDD's Smart Agri competition. So first up, we're now currently in Fulco of southwestern Yunan province, which is about an hour drive away from the provincial capital, Pinduoduo. So this is where our Smart Agri competition is taking place. So this Smart Agri competition, we started in July, and then we had one goal for hosting this competition is to explore the possibility of how technology can empower agriculture in China. How do we use technology to help local farmers to grow better, fresher vegetables and fruits through technology? And so when we first started this competition, we had over 40 teams of participants applying to be part of these competitions. And then at the end, we have chosen 8 teams to take part in PDD Smart Agri competition. So 4 conventional teams, so they are growing strawberries manually on site. And then the special 4 are the AI teams, that they are not on site at all. Some of them is in Amsterdam, some of them in Beijing, and then so they are growing strawberries in these greenhouses behind me remotely through our competition platform. So how does that happen? So basically, through the computers, the agronomist and also the scientist can monitor the humidity, the temperature of the greenhouse ecosystem, and then to regulate, they can control the ventilation, the fertilizing, the watering of the strawberries while they're sitting at home. So today, to give you about what's happening in these greenhouses, what are the magic behind, and what are the technologies that we use for helping our scientists to grow these strawberries remotely. We have the general manager, Fulco, from the Wider Group, China, to explain the magic that is happening in these greenhouses. So Fulco,
hi, welcome.
Introduce yourself, please, to our viewers.
Hi, my name is Fulco Wijdooge. I'm the general manager of Radar Asia, and I've been in China for 16 years already. And yeah, it's a great pleasure to see the development of the Chinese horticulture. And we're here in this greenhouse, one of the competitors. And here you can see where it all happens. So actually we are the supplier of the climate control technology on which the whole competition is running. And you can see here actually what we control is, for example, the screens, the motors which open the ventilation. We have the lighting, the sensors, and all other kinds of functionality in the greenhouse to make sure that you have the optimal climate. So what is happening here now is that actually the competitors are not present in the greenhouse, but from remotely. They use their AI algorithms, machine learning, to operate the greenhouse in the best possible way. And this is the beauty of it. You actually see the result of the strawberries. It's amazing that without any labor, you can see here the strawberries are growing rapidly, and there's already a lot of fruit. And this is all by AI. So by artificial intelligence, we are able to now run the greenhouse.
So tell us about the future of AI in agriculture. What do you think about the potentials are?
Well, actually, that's the beauty of this competition. Actually, it's very practical oriented. There are already teams that started to implement it, and also from ourselves, the Reader Group. We also now have new AI capabilities, and we see the advantage of using this kind of capabilities to operate the greenhouse. Not only the operation, but also to connect it to the labor, and also to the financials, business financials, to make sure that every greenhouse you run is profitable. And that's we see that the future is very bright for AI-controlled greenhouses. And this is the first start. And I think this will have a major spin-off in the coming future, not only helping the consumers with more safe food, but also the farmers with better yields, better quality products, and a very transparent value chain.
So how could the players remotely control everything in the greenhouse?
Actually, it's an interface. So they through an API, They connect their machine learning and algorithms to run the greenhouse. So to control our climate controller, which operates all the functions and all the processes in the greenhouse. So, for example, some have camera technology, so they look at the plants. What time should they give water, and what is the growth? Are there any disease in the crop? So they can take preventive measures. So there are all kinds of possibilities with AI. One for the climate, to optimize it. Secondly, for the plant, look at the plant growth, but also the fertigation, for example. So that's just a little bit of what they are doing here. And you can see that different teams have different solutions. So one is focusing more on yield, another one is focusing more on the combination of yields and quality, and others are more focused on very practical application to have a very good basis for further development of AI capabilities and have a beautiful crop.
So I can see it on the screen, right? It shows that our temperature at the moment is like 20 degrees Celsius, and then the humidity is like 82%. So when it gets too dry, what happens? Like, how can the AI team make sure that the humidity is at the right level?
Well, actually, they're already making use of agricultural models. We also have this in the climate controller. They go a step further. Actually, they also analyze the data from the greenhouse, and they make predictions as well as decisions based on that. So, for example, normally you would need a grower if there's a certain situation that, for example, it's getting too the plants are getting too wet.
Okay.
That you need to take measures. You need to change the set points. Now, actually, AI is automatically changing the set points. So, okay, this is getting too wet. We should stop the fertigation. So this is one of the examples, but the same goes for the
well, we can hear it.
It's already working.
Something is moving. We can hear it. Yeah.
Exactly. So this.
Yeah. So last time when I was here, it's like it was a very hot, sunny day, and then after a while, all the screens, like on the side of the greenhouse, is like pulling it up, and then at the same time, all the fans were on, like to make sure that there's enough ventilation to cool it down for the strawberries.
Exactly.
Wow.
And you don't have to be on location anymore. Normally you can do it with film graph, and you can see that you have a bandwidth. Especially with the exceptions to the rule, then it becomes quite difficult, and you need a specialist to know what to do. With the AI, actually, you cut out this specialist, and based on all the algorithms you're using, the agriculture, based on the agricultural crop models, they will make a decision by themselves, by the artificial intelligence.
Yeah. But, like, obviously in China we have like a lot of farmers, and they're still growing like fresh produce conventionally.
Yeah.
How can this kind of like technology data help conventional farmers to grow better crops?
Oh, of course, you can already from a small scale. You can start making use of the data, and with even with limited capabilities for AI applications, you can already help them to make a decision. For example, mention to them, okay, there's something not right. You should take some action, and show them the different actions that they can take. This is one of the options, or maybe even based on the circumstances for them also take an action, so they don't have to do it anymore. So, of course, you will first see this probably in large-scale farming, but we already have competitors in here that trying to implement this in small-scale farms, and that's amazing. So the opportunities are abundant, not only for large-scale, but also for small-scale growers. And I think AI will only make an operation more profitable, and the investment is really worthwhile.
So it's like the growing strawberry menu. Now with the
actually, it's a recipe.
It's a recipe, right? So
yeah.
with the help of AI technology, you can further add details onto your strawberry recipe and how to grow better strawberries with the help of technologies. Wow, that is pretty amazing. So I mean, we know that Holland is a big agriculture country that has very advanced technology. Tell us more about like what happens in Holland and how could it be applicable in China?
Well, actually, it's the funny thing. We are very advanced in the Netherlands, so we thought we didn't need AI because we are already very capable.
Right.
A little bit arrogant, if I may say so. But we now have seen the lights, and you can see that opens up a bunch of possibilities. Also for the Netherlands, we're talking about increases of 1% normally. What we are happy with in the Netherlands. Of course, you can make much bigger leaps if you're starting from scratch. But also in the Netherlands, now you can combine the information and the data and the predictiveness with, for example, your operations and with your business financial. And that's essential because in the end, it's not how much yield you have, how much can you sell it in the store for a good price. And this is, of course, you have to combine all kinds of data sources and also help the grower with taking a decision. Okay, when to grow, what to grow, how to grow. This is also possible in the Netherlands. So I think also in the Netherlands, I think this has a very bright future.
Yeah, and it's not only applicable in China, it's applicable in anywhere that has agriculture, like in Southeast Asia. There are a lot of potentials and possibilities.
Indeed, we are driving, or we're not driving anymore, we have self-driving cars. Right. Why don't we have fully autonomous greenhouses? So I think this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of a new future, new area in horticulture, in agriculture.
You know what? We're just going to have you try one of our own AI strawberries, and please tell our viewers what do you think of it.
All right, I'll be deadly honest. Actually, very sweet, perfect.
Wow.
Also size, it's already getting bigger. So you see after a few months, perfect results. So like one of the professors mentioned, before I know it, we don't need myself anymore.
we don't need people on site anymore.
We still need the people because actually that's also the interesting aspect of this competition.
Right.
And you see the people behind it. You have a grower, you have an AI specialist, you have a marketeer. They all get together, and that's, I think, you have a multidisciplinary team, which is necessary to make this work. So we still need scientists, we still need growers, but now it will be more specialized. And AI is a tool, it's a big help to realize our goals in horticulture or in life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much for telling us.
So one more question from my side. Yeah, so as a core member of the judge panel, so how would you see the impact of this competition in the real agriculture world?
Well, I see that really this is have a big help for the industry because I think now we have a lack of skilled laborers, skilled growers, and AI can really make a difference, helping to increase the yields, the quality of the crop. So for myself, the impact is already very visible. If you can do this, you can scale it up, and you can implement this in whatever setup you have. So for me, it definitely shows we need to look beyond our current mindset and really change our perspective from AI and work together. It's not something that one person can do, one company can do, or one country can do. This is something we all need to do and work towards to make sure we have a sustainable work. And that's why I really like this competition from Pinduoduo. This is a really good basis and really good platform for further development of the industry, the farmers, the consumers, and also for sustainable future, a sustainable world.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Fulco.
Thank you.
Okay, at this competition, our Smart Agri competition is going to conclude by the end of the year. And obviously, we're going to keep you all updated. Follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And for all information, please visit our website at stories.pdd/global.com. And we are sure to bring you more